Okay, almost there. Easy does it. Oh, that feels much better. Hey, Japeechen Scouters, Justin here. And today, while I was out hiking, I got myself into a precarious situation. As I was on the trail, a bunny rabbit shot right in front of me, so I started following him. Because last week, after we tied the bowline, I finally figured out why the bunny came up out of his hole, went around the tree, and then went back down in his hole. It was to tie the bowline. So, I thought if I could catch that bunny rabbit, I could let him know. The bunny rabbit started climbing up a really steep hill, so I started climbing, and climbing, and climbing, and then I tripped, and I slipped, and then I rolled the whole way back down to the bottom, and I twisted my ankle. With the help of my handy-dandy scout stave, I was able to get back to the campsite. But I'm still in a lot of pain, and I've still got quite the hike tomorrow to get back to civilization. I wonder if the scout book has any information on how we could fix this. Let's check. Ready? Scout book, scout book, scout book, scout book, scout book. There we go. The first aid section. Unfortunately, I find myself in the first aid section more than I'd like to admit. Right here, there's a whole page about sprains and strains that can happen while hiking. It says I can give support to my sprained ankle by wrapping it, boot and all, with a bandage, a neckerchief, or a strip of cloth. I have a bandage. It's right here. I hope all of you do too. Your scout neckerchief is not only a stylish addition to your uniform, it's also a triangle bandage. A triangle bandage? Why do they call it a triangle bandage? Well, let's roll it out and take a look. Remember yesterday when I talked about the importance of triangles? This is just one more example of the power of triangles. So, if we could fold this triangle bandage up, we could use it to brace our ankle. We could lay it on the ground and roll it up, but the problem with that is it would get all dirty, which for using as an ankle bandage isn't a huge deal. But if we were going to use it on a cut or a scrape, we'd get dirt inside of it. So it's a best practice to learn how to fold that triangle bandage correctly, so when we need it, we always know it's clean and sterile. One of my favorite ways to fold a triangle bandage is like this. First, let's fold it in half. You're going to have a pointy end and a square end. There you go. Now, we're going to bring our hands together and clap like we just saw a great skit at a campfire. Ready? That was a great skit. Now, we're going to take the thumb of our left hand and pinch both pieces. There we go. Now, let's take our right hand like we're a magician and let's slide it right inside. Then, from the inside, let's use our pinching fingers, pinch some of that cloth, and then here we go. This is going to be a magic trick. I'm going to turn this inside out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. See how the bandage has gotten a little bit smaller? Let's try it again and see what happens. Let's clap, pinch, do our magic trick, pinch, and turn it inside out. Perfect. Let's do it one more time. There we go. And flip. Look at that. We have a perfectly folded triangle bandage. Okay, let's get on to tying our ankle bandage with our triangle bandage. Let me just get my leg up on the table. Oh, I'm not as flexible as I remember myself being. I wish there was a way that I could just remove this leg and put it on the table for you to see. I wonder if I just twist a little bit and then, there we go. That's a pretty good looking scout leg with a pretty good looking scout sock. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is let's take our triangle bandage and place it underneath the center of our shoe. Then let's bring it up in the middle and make sure that it's even. Perfect, just like that. Now let's cross it over and make an X. And we're going to pull it very tight. Then let's take it and come behind our ankle and make another X, crossing it over and pulling it tight. See how it's already starting to support my shoe? That's perfect. Now, to finish it off, let's bring it back in front and let's tie a square knot. Do you remember the square knot? I hope you do. Let's take the piece in our right hand, place it over top of the piece in our left hand, then take this right side and loop it under like we're tying our shoes, and pull it tight. Yep. Now, let's take this piece on the left side, cross it over the piece in the right side, then taking this piece on the right side and loop it under like we're tying our shoes again, and then pull it tight. There we go. That's not only a perfect square knot, that's a perfect ankle bandage. So, what the ankle bandage does is it takes some of the pressure off of our ankle by tying it around the back of our ankle. Therefore, our ankle doesn't move as much. That's perfect. It's starting to feel better already. I think, let me reattach my leg. There we go. I'm feeling better already. I think tomorrow, after a little bit of rest tonight, I'll be able to make it back to civilization where I can see a doctor, which is always a good thing to do after you've had a first aid situation. So, tonight, I'm going to get lots of rest. So tomorrow, I'll be able to make it back real slow with the help of my scout stave. While you're at home, it might be a good idea to practice the ankle bandage, because whenever we're together, I always tend to get into some sort of dangerous situation and hurt myself, so I'll need you to help me fix it. Or something might happen to you, and then you could fix it on yourself too. Either way, it's great to practice first aid. So, for the next 30 days, remember, practice your first aid and stay safe and stay scouting.